You're listening to the Coconut Avenue Radio and Podcast Network.
Welcome to Out There on the Edge of Everything, the show that examines, helps you understand, and effectively deal with the interesting edges of life. Broadcasting now from the virtual C344 studios overlooking the edge of Coconut Avenue is your host, award-winning and best-selling author, Dr. Stephen Lesovich.
Hi, this is Dr. Stephen Lesovich out there on the edge of everything. This episode is entitled, What is Your Professional Altitude? I recently did a podcast interview with Andrea Biwer and Marne Deithorn from the Veterans Back to Work Boot Camp in Des Plaines, Illinois. That podcast is available on my website at slesovich.com and on my podcast channel, so please check it out. During the interview, Marne Deithorn, who is president of Human Resources of Rivers Casino in Des Plaines, Illinois, said, with respect to a person being hired during a job interview, quote, "If you have the right aptitude, you will have the right altitude," end quote. Marne went on to say, quote, "If you have the right aptitude, the sky is the limit," end quote. Your aptitude as a person is defined as the capacity to acquire competence or skills through experience and training. Your altitude is defined as the height of an object or point in relation to sea level or ground level. Marne's quote made me think about something. I have a pilot's license, private pilot, single-engine land for fixed-wing aircraft. And when I fly, I am the pilot in command of the aircraft. The pilot in command of the aircraft is directly responsible for and is the final authority as to the operation of that aircraft. In an airplane, there is an instrument called an altimeter. An altimeter is an instrument used to measure the distance of an object above a fixed level. An altimeter actually measures heights above particular air pressure levels. Now, air is denser at sea level than a loft, so in an airplane, pressure decreases as altitude increases. In other words, the higher you fly, the less air pressure there is. You are pilot in command of your own professional life. You are directly responsible and are the final authority for your own professional development. As pilot in command of your own life, how can you increase your professional altitude? Consider these three things. Number one, change your trajectory. A trajectory is defined as a path, progression, or line of development. An airplane takes off and leaves the runway with the nose of the airplane pointed in an upwards direction towards the sky. Change the angle of the trajectory of your professional life to point in a positive upwards direction. You change the angle of the trajectory of your life by focusing on developing new professional skills from a positive emotional state based on positive emotions such as curiosity, enthusiasm, excitement, etc. Changing your trajectory helps you decrease pressure and increase your own altitude in your professional life. Number two, create lift. As you change the angle of trajectory of your life, create lift in your life. In an airplane, the difference in pressure between the bottom surface and the top surface of the wing of the airplane results in more pressure at the bottom and less pressure at the top, pushing the wing upward, creating lift. You create lift in your life by committing to developing new skills and making your own professional development a priority in your own life. Creating lift helps you decrease pressure and increase your own altitude in your own professional life. Number three, follow the updrafts. One way to create lift in your life is to follow the updrafts. In meteorology, an updraft is a current of rising air created by heating it. An updraft is a mass of warm air that becomes less dense and exerts less pressure than the surrounding region, so it will rise. Airplanes often hit updrafts created by weather and are pushed quickly in an upwards direction. You follow updrafts in your professional life by creating a plan of action that focuses on taking small, achievable steps towards the end goal of increasing your own professional education, skill sets, work project experience, etc. Following updrafts helps you decrease pressure and increase your own altitude in your own professional life. Increasing your own altitude with the right aptitude creates a positive impact in your professional life. Until next time, I'm Dr. Stephen Lesovich. out there on the edge of everything, flying higher and increasing my own professional altitude.
You have been listening to Out There on the Edge of Everything, the show that examines, helps you understand and effectively deal with the interesting edges of life. For more information on your host, Dr. Stephen Lesovich, please visit slesovich.com. For more information on prior and future shows, please visit coconutavenueradio.net.
This is the Coconut Avenue Radio and Podcast Network.